We can all watch it together.
Boys don't
It's
cry.
Quadfather on with Ray on Rock Bottom.
All right,
last night.
what is this? By the way, I don't know what's going on with any of this, but
so great. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said that right away. I just want to make sure that's very clear that he started off by saying, I don't know what's going on with any of this. So that's how he starts this. And again, just to recap, me and him have been having a little something going on lately. Sure, we're both on MLC. We're both kind of vying for Kevin Brennan's attention. Sure, I'll fucking really say that right now, and I don't give a fuck. We've been having a little back and forth. So I put that post up, having a good time. Probably confused a few people that aren't used to seeing those things. But here's the thing. The Catalanos are 100% a part of this universe. Ray has Joey C on all the time. So the fact that he doesn't know what's going on and he's involved with this stuff all the time with Joey C is kind of on him. Sure, it's a little bit on me for making that dumb post, which I ended up taking down too, because he's texting me saying all this shit as I'm at the movie. So I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ almighty, let me take this shit down and maybe I'll address it after the film. I'll try to talk to him. So instead of waiting for me to talk to him or have a phone call with me, he goes live and says this crazy shit where he's like, I don't really know what's going on, but this is what's happening.
So Stevie Lew
talk shit about you again. Okay.
No,
yeah, it seems like he's trying to keep the beef going between you two. What's up with that?
It sounds like he's trying to do something like to try to get he's welcome to the roast with me next Wednesday. Okay. But here's what I don't like. He's a friend of mine.
The roast of Stuttering John, where we're
him being
supposed
a
to
friend
roast
of mine,
him.
but like this is getting like too
personal.
No, it's getting too not cool. Like he's really going out of his way. So he deleted it. He deleted this.
Again, I deleted it because he started to text me. What is this? He started to overreact, and I'm like, all right, I he's calling me thin-skinned and I'm too sensitive and stuff like that. But I guess I'm like, I don't have the time or the patience to describe what's going on to this guy. So you know what? It was a dumb attempt at a fucking internet joke. Let me just delete it. That's it. So, but let's get more fun. Let's go. And also, Quadfather, shut the fuck up with the instigating. Jesus Christ, man. Like, I get it. I know what you're trying to do, buddy, here. And I know it's kind of your spot to do that, too. So I'm not even really mad at you. But, like, dial it back a little, pal.
But he did a tweet. And I don't know if he did this. I don't know if he meant to do it from his wife's
right. Okay. I'm even going to not even. What he's trying to say is that. Again, instead of clearing this up with me on a phone call or back and forth after like an hour or two, because I didn't respond to him right away, this is where he goes immediately, that I am trying to pretend to be my wife to screw with him. I mean, I'm just... Let's keep it going.
Say to him is I'll say it in front of his face, like making jokes. But so he's tweeted this.
First of all, I do not have a black eye. My husband. Oh, no. I think
my husband
is that Christina C. Maybe they're talking about not.
So get your shit straight, Ray DeVito.
All right, and this is where to be honest, I got a little upset with Quadfather here, and I did call him last night. I will admit that I did call him out about this because he knew damn well what that was.
So why am I being? Well, all right, here's the deal. I think I'm
Did
out
you
of
bring
the,
up Joey seeing his wife at all, or
no,
is that not a
no,
thing
I
you've
didn't
talked
bring
about?
up anyone. I didn't bring up anyone.
Yeah,
And
again, okay. He's confused about what was going on there with the tweet. So, I mean, I get it. Right?
Well,
Well,
if you think about it, that's what came between me and BYB and Stevie Lew is doing works. That's the same shit, man.
so
All right. I got to call the quad man out here, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just not true. And we did talk about this on the phone, so I don't want to get too elaborate into it because I think he wants to maybe respond. The reason why I ended up parting ways with BYB was not over that whole Kate Meany work thing. As a matter of fact, man, like that night the Stuttering John episode happened, and I said I was quitting because of Kate Meany. As soon as the episode ended, I went right on backstage with them, and we were all laughing, having a good time. And I was like, all right, we're going to go with this for a little bit. Let's see how this works. I was running the whole little work. That was my idea, 100%. The real problem ended up being a certain pink ski masked man started saying some pretty fucked up shit about my wife on air. And when I went to the group and said, hey, this ain't cool. So we should not be encouraging this right now with what he's doing, what he's going through. They didn't see it that way. They were like, no, it's your fault. So whatever. I was like, all right, at this point, we used to be real supportive for each other. Clearly, shit's not that same way anymore. So I'm going to move on. To say that this was overworks why I left BYB is absolutely a work. So, I mean, what the fuck, doggy? I love Quad. I think he's a great dude. I think he's doing amazing stuff.
but here's the
That
deal.
started our issues, like
Okay,
after Stuttering John thing happened.
So I think I'm taking a break. He's welcome to do the roast thing with me Wednesday because I already invited him to that. But like I'm out. Like I mean, I do comedy for a living. I can't have this type of a
Right. You do comedy for a living, but you think I don't. You're not passed at the stand. Those shows that you do once a month, like you only make like if you make $100 on that show, buddy, you're lucky. You have to pay out the actual talent. This whole thing where I'm not a comic, but he's a comic, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted. And that means confused by it, Ray. If you're watching, you're just telling bullshit lies to try to make yourself look better here. And I don't really give a fuck. Sure, I don't get out there and break my balls trying to continue to be a comic at 41 years old when I know for a fact they're not looking for guys like me and Ray DeVito out there right now to fucking fill lineups. Okay. Ray is a charity case. That's why he gets booked.
It's like, no, I had to apologize to the fucking stand because they're like, what's going on? Who's this guy? Like, what's this guy's name again? Who's this guy? I'm like, he's just a friend of mine. He just jumps on podcasts.
Okay. Ray didn't have to, or if he did call and apologize, like who did he called the stand? This is 100% bullshit what he's saying there by saying that he had to call the stand to apologize about things because there was nothing that I did there that needed to be apologized about. Here's where it gets real tricky, and I'm just going to just shoot this shit down very, very straightforward. I can prove this with emails. I'd have to black out email addresses and some things, but I can give you guys the more or less general story about my relationship with the Stand NYC as someone who's lived in New York now for over 20 years. Oh yeah, you realize this guy Stevie Lew, Stephen Lewis, a guy that's had some relationship with you before, not just some stranger that fucking just walked out of the street and came to fuck things up. So I really had to just clear that up. And I'm not like a fucking VIP or anything at the stand. I'm just a regular old patron, but I do know the owner. I do know the management there. I've worked with them before. So for him to pull this fucking garbage
Wednesday, but I definitely just need a break from that guy. Like this is
Yeah, I thought you guys kind of had kissed and made up or whatever. But
I don't know, but
and
it's
then
like
and then
tries
like
to do
more
this-
shit comes up.
no, he tried. I don't know what's going on with, and I don't want to figure out his head. It's fine.
you don't care, and he don't get it, but he don't care. Ray's sending me the link. I'm not doing your show tonight, Ray. I'm doing my show. Okay. I'll stream snipe him right now if that's what we want to do. But right now, I'm just doing my show and I'm doing Kevin's show. That's it. So